So it's this one?
Do we have the ambient?
Would you please rise if you are able and move your hands?
Hello and welcome fans to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. I'm Jeff Lang alongside Damian Idiart and Jason Brewster coming to you live from Ashland High School here in Ashland, Oregon. We want to thank you for joining us tonight. Again, welcome to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night. National Anthem performed here at Ashland High. Well, I can't imagine any more difficult items than playing the national anthem with, I think, what's called a French horn, Jason, maybe?
I'm going to go with, yes, French horn.
Look at that.
That was spectacular.
That was outstanding. Hey, folks, again, we're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with our community business partner. Joe Brett is our executive producer for tonight's event. Our sponsors do keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know that you appreciate their support. We also want to invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search Table Rock Sports and click on the red subscribe button. We'll let you know when games go live. Starting lineups now for Coach Brian Scott in his first year. At guard, a senior wearing number 0, Marcus Idiart. He's joined in the backcourt by a junior wearing number 4, our previous player of the game. That's Ashton Acree. On the front line, a sophomore wearing number 15, standing 6'3", that is Nathan Biddle. And number 22, a junior, 6'2", Ty DeLynn. And then the last of the 5 starters for the Comets, number 32, that's senior, 6'5", Hunter Schwenk. Starting lineups for Coach Sam Osofsky and his Ashland Grizzlies. That's number 0, a senior. A lot of tread in those shoes. Sebastian Stolwalser stands 6'1". Number 2, also a senior at 6 foot, point guard Izzy Golden. In the middle and also on the outside at 6'7", a senior, that's Silas Wright. He wears number 3. Number 10, and the 4th senior to start for Coach Sam Osofsky, that's Sean Thompson, again at 5'11". And then lastly, the last senior, Ira Nogues, at 6'2", wearing number 12. So 5 seniors, Jason, for Coach Sam Osofsky.
Yeah, that's a little bit different look than what we had seen before from the Grizzlies. And, yeah, this is a big game for these two teams, Jeff. We're getting well past the midway point of the season for the Midwestern League. Both these teams coming off some big wins, and the outcome of this game could really set up these teams for, you know, the standings going into the postseason. So huge game tonight for both the Grizzlies and the Comets, and I think we should expect a really good one.
Comets all black, dressed in orange trim. Grizzlies are the home team, white with a little bit of light blue and red trim, of course. Across the way, you'll be able to see the ESPN Grizzly Power, the student section here for the Grizzlies. We'll get a close-up of that later on. Comets win the tip. Man-to-man defense here picked up by the Grizzlies. Biddle on the outside, bobbed by Nogues. Here's Idiart. Golden has him. Good defensive, good feet movement by the Grizzlies. Biddle works his way into the lane, finds himself open, cleared, rebound by Wright. Stolwalser hands to Golden on the weave. Here's Thompson, kicks to Stolwalser. He'll be patient with his shot. Comet girls in action. You saw that here on Table Rock Sports just before this one. A big win. Only 2 losses in league play for Coach Scott Dipple, both to Springfield. The number 1 ranked team at 5A. Saw a beauty of a game on Friday night. Here's Nogues. He'll fire it up, and that's up and in, and a good start for the Grizzlies.
Both teams showed a lot of patience on their first possessions, Jeff. The Comets with Biddle's chipper that just went out. Now Ashton Acree knocking down an elbow shot.
The left-hander works his way to the right, stops at the elbow, and pops the 15-footer. 3-2 Grizzlies. Man-to-man defense as well here for the Comets early. Right, he's guarded by Ty DeLynn. That would be the first foul of the night on Hunter Schwenk, right in front of Coach Brian Scott.
Well, Schwenk is first.
Stolwalser now right in front of us, picked up by Acree, giving a 5-foot cushion. Thompson, there goes into Wright, 6'7" versus 6'2", up and in. An easy 2, but teams feeling each other out early here.
Coach Brian Scott was really upset on that possession, Jeff. I think that he's wanting to see a double team when Wright gets, or at least some help on the backside, and then Wright got the ball that low on the block, and I don't disagree with that. Wright's a big guy. Like you said, he's quite a bit bigger than DeLynn. Marcus Idiart knocking down the 3-ball in the corner.
And Jason, he's had a couple looks so far tonight, but that's the first time he let the trigger fly. A nice cross-court pass by Ty DeLynn for the assist.
Yep, love the skip pass from DeLynn, and it's good to see the senior Idiart come out, hit his first shot. If he gets warmed up, then it could be a big night for Idiart. Coach Scott was really looking for a foul on Silas Wright there as he went after the rebound over DeLynn.
5-5 here in Ashland. Midwestern League tilt on a Tuesday night. Big 4-game stretch here for the Comets. Hunter Schwenk goes in, meets Wright, says no. Idiart has another look. Up and in for Idiart, so boy, doesn't that feel good for confidence. 2 threes back-to-back for the senior Marcus Idiart. Again, that was facilitated by the in-out method. It went into Hunter Schwenk, and he was stopped by Wright.
That's right. Idiart, the beneficiary of 2 good passes on both those possessions.
Ball up and out by Nogues. 8-5 here, Comets early. Idiart has another open lane. This time they decide to drive. Kind of held it off his hip. Got a break there, but then a pick by Thompson in the first foul.
I thought we were going to see a heat check from Idiart. He came down. He kind of had another open look there, and I think when you're especially after the bounce he got on that last one, I think you got to tempt fate a little bit, Jeff. There he is again. If DeLynn sees him out there. Wow. Idiart was open the entire time on that possession, Jeff. I'm not sure. Ty DeLynn was really trying to get Rucker in the middle, but at some point you got to just pass the ball in bounds.
Turnover, first turnover for the Comets. 8-5 here, 4:20 left. Stowalser picked up by DeLynn. On the rotation, here's Nogues. Catches nothing. And back to the Comets.
Got to win each quarter.
You remember back in the first game, Damien, where the Ashland Grizzlies came out and really blew the Comets out of the gym back at Central Point. Blocked by Wright. And then the Comets really won the next three quarters. Yep. Fight their way back.
It's a different environment tonight, though.
Yeah, it is. They've got a hostile home crowd here in Ashland, the Comets. And that was a really nifty move from Ty DeLynn. Another skip pass. Nice ball movement from the Comets. I like what I'm seeing so far.
Grizzlies drop back in the 2-3 zone, and there's the second turnover for the Comets as Idiart had penetrated and tried to kick it back out to DeLynn.
That's just a little miscommunication there, Jeff. Idiart started to drive. He turned his back on DeLynn, and when he did, DeLynn started to cut to the basket, and Idiart threw the ball to where he was.
Still 8-5 here, 3:40 left first quarter. Izzy Golden had picked up his dribble out to Wright.
Marcus Idiart playing very good defense on Izzy Golden. Yeah. Izzy Golden is the key to this team. Silas Wright's big and he's a presence, but as Golden goes, so goes the Grizzlies so far this year, Jeff.
Thompson can't get that to go. Rebounded by a host of Comets. Here's Acree, pulls up for that 15-footer, can't get it to go. First foul by Jacob Rucker, who's checked into the game wearing number 33.
They rushed that a little bit.
Yeah, I think, last time he hit that elbow shot, it was he dribbled the ball down the court also, and so kind of tried to repeat it on this one, but I agree with you, Damien. He really rushed that jump shot. Idiart again with a really tight defense on Golden. I like what I'm seeing from Idiart so far.
Nogues up and in for his 5th point tonight. Drive on the left-hand side, 8-7 Comets. Here's a long shot by Ty DeLynn. He was back behind that collegiate three-point stripe, Jason, and nothing but net. We had a really good view of that.
Yeah, when Ty DeLynn and Marcus Idiart are shooting well from behind the arc, that bodes well for Crater. And to your point earlier, Jeff, boy, Nogues has a green light, and I think Rucker might have just picked up his 2nd foul on that push. Both both fouls going after rebounds, but nope, that was on Schwenk, and that's Schwenk's second foul, so that's not good news for Coach Scott and the Comets. But what I was getting to, Jeff, to your point earlier, is the Comets took a beating at home in the first quarter from Ashland, and kind of did the exact opposite so far in this first quarter here in Ashland.
Checked into the game, that's Crosby Lenertz for the Grizzlies. Crosby wears number 1.
Idiart again staying nice and close on Golden. Golden showing why he needs to stay close.
Didn't need very much room there.
No,
wow.
He does not. Izzy is a very good ball player. Wow.
Yes.
Acree this time deep from 3, so it's been Tydalin, Marcus Idiart with a couple, and Acree now for 3. So 4 threes this quarter from the Comets. 14-9, under 2 minutes to go here. Lenertz guarded by Dukowitz, who's checked in. Here's Nogues, who's had the green light all night long so far.
Oh, left them open, Got away with that one.
Sean Thompson gets the rebound and up and in for 2. So 14-11, pretty high scoring first quarter here with over a minute left, Midwestern League action. Acree drives into trouble. He's double teamed, slices it, can't get rid of it, turns it over. Tough spot to be in.
Coach Scott was begging for a timeout when Acree drove into that double team.
Good defense.
Ball on the floor, goes off Izzy Golden's foot. We'll see. It doesn't go off of his foot. It goes off of one of the Comets' feet. So it's going to stay to the Grizzlies. But Jason, as you mentioned, Nogues, like I'm guessing he's got 10 shots up this quarter.
He's got a bunch. Hey, Jeff, we got a brand new senior in for the Comets, Scott Price. Left with a football injury on his wrist, and this is his first time seeing action. And that's not a good welcome for Scott Price, as Izzy Golden welcomed him to Ashland.
13-14 in favor of the Comets. That's going to be a player control as Izzy Golden took the charge from DeLynn, who disagrees. Referee's going to come over and make it official here in the book.
Jump stop.
So Izzy Golden taking over the game a little bit on both ends here at the end of the first quarter, Jeff. He hit a couple jump shots, takes a nice charge from Ty DeLynn and kind of changing the shape of this quarter.
28 seconds left, 14-13 Comets. Thompson back out to Nogues. Stowalser with an illegal screen on Acree. Turnover, 20 seconds to go. Jason, what type of shot do the Comets look for here? 20 seconds.
They've got 20 seconds. What they've been effective at so far, and what I'd like to see them do more of, is get it in and out, inside out. Try and move the ball around, get a little bit dribble penetration, and then get a nice outside shot. They've shot the ball really well from the exterior this quarter.
Acree bobbles out of his hand, ends up to be an air ball. Lenertz takes the shot with 3 seconds left. No go. That's a good first quarter. It's in the books. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, it reads Crater Comets 14, Ashland Grizzlies 13.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish line on behalf of his mom. Way to go, Jake.
There's a time machine that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
It's either one of these two.
Check.
Check. Check 1, 2.
Check.
Let's just have it loud for a while.
Check.
And welcome back to your second quarter action. Izzy Golden up and in for three. So back and forth, the Comets and the Grizzlies go. 3-point variety. Here's Biddle into the middle. Your little Euro step pisses off the front of the rim. And in.
The pace is staying brisk early on in the second quarter. Golden comes out, hits a big shot. Biddle contests that one, and that one's just in and out by Golden.
16 all here at Ashland High School. DeLynn up for the long three, and just like everything else, it's good.
Comets are just torching the net from beyond the arc here so far, Jeff.
19-16. Favor of the Comets.
Hunter Schwenk is doing a really nice job on 6'7" Silas Wright.
Nice
Good
hands.
hands by Kyle Biddle. Kyle's got active hands for a big guy.
Stolwalser in trouble on the baseline. He finds the open Izzy Golden. Lenertz, nice skip pass to Thompson. He'll drive in. There's Silas Wright right underneath. Can't get it to go. Duckowitz high up.
Nice rebound from Cody Duckowitz.
19-16, scoring leaders for the Comets. 6 for DeLynn on 2 threes. Izzy Golden has 7. Here's DeLynn again. That one rims out. Going to go to the Ashland Grizzlies.
Ty DeLynn can fill up the bucket when he's feeling good, and clearly he's feeling good tonight.
Into the game, number 21, Azur McNamara, a 6'3" junior wingman. We all need more wingman in our life.
Yeah, don't we know that.
Golden gets a screen from Wright, begging for it at the three-point line, doesn't get it. Lenertz goes up and going to be a player control foul. Acree has a few words for Lenertz. Coach Sam Osowski has a few words for referee Christian. I don't know his last name.
Christian's last name.
I'm just going to go with Christian.
Yeah. Acree, by the way, he set up for that charge before.
He was here yesterday.
He was set.
He set up during PE class, fifth period today.
That's what it looked like.
Biddle has it, bobs it, man-to-man defense for the Grizzlies. Acree spins back to the baseline. Duckowitz with a clear look. Nothing. Into the hands of DeLynn. Scrum on the floor. Looks like we've got a timeout on the floor. Yes, we do. Coach Sam Osowski's beside himself. So is Silas Wright. Don't know where Silas Wright's going. He's going out to the concession stand. No, he calls back to the huddle.
I think he might have thought it was halftime. I'm not sure, Jeff.
5:25 left here. Second quarter. Comets up 19-6. We'll be right back.
This is Maya. As an embedded systems engineering student at Rogue Community College, Maya spends a lot of time in the lab, learning circuit design and making great connections with her instructors and classmates. By riding the bus and not owning a car, Maya saves almost $1,000 a month. RVTD helps Maya get to and from class safely and easily, enabling her to invest in her bright future at Oregon Tech. Way to go, Maya!
Ashland High pep band rolling up above us. Good crowd on the opposite side. Ashland High School. Gymnasium, of course, was home to the Southern Oregon University Raiders for a 2-year period while they built the Lithia Center. I think that's the name of the place there.
That is it. And yeah, they've still got the shot clocks up above the scoreboard. That looked like a designated inbounds. Ashton Acree hit it, but an illegal screen on the play. It looks like on Duckowitz.
I've got that one on camera if we want to review it.
All right.
So maybe, all that talking from Coach Sam Osowski during that timeout to the referees paid off.
It worked.
So Jason, if you'll notice, and Damien, we still have the old three-point line here, and you'll see every high school player is still 6 inches to a foot behind the furthest line.
They're still shooting behind the college three-point line again from that SOU season, or those couple seasons when SOU was playing here.
McNamara's off. Can't believe that stays in possession of the Comets. I'm not sure, but we'll take it here, Central Point fans. A fortuitous bounce or a call, if you will.
Looked like maybe DeLynn and Acree were fighting over it.
All right.
Makeup call.
Yeah, double makeup. It's like a double agent. I get confused when I watch those movies. Like, who's who? I don't know. Somebody's a good guy, somebody's a bad guy. This is a good guy. It's Nogues.
So sad.
DeLynn really telegraphed his pass to Biddle, and Nogues threw it right at 6'7" Silas Wright's feet.
That's when you want the big man to get the ball up by the rim, right?
Yes. That was just not a good bounce pass from Nogues.
19-16 here, 4.5 left, second quarter. Biddle bothered by Nogues. Schwenk way out. DeLynn right in front of the ESPN Grizzly Power.
Also right in front of his dad, John DeLynn, former South Bedford product. Nice little step back there from DeLynn. But his dad, John, also had that deep range that Ty DeLynn shows, where he can shoot it from well beyond the arc.
I wonder if these kids over there are really broadcasting the game. Look at them. They've got
they're
mics going. Like they're really, it's Ashland High School. Maybe there is a broadcast somewhere out there.
Could very well be. It sounds like the Table Rock Sports crew might have some competition tonight.
Nogues can't get that to go. 21-16 Comets. Acree in. Hop stops.
Wow.
Gets that off the glass. Talented shot by the junior.
Very nice move from Ashton Acree. A little yo-yo dribble. He got bumped a little bit on the way in and still was able to finish.
Ty DeLynn still leads the Comets with 8. Acree now has 7 after that field goal. Leading scorer still Izzy Golden for the Grizzlies with 7. Nogues, who's had a baker's dozen worth of field goals at least, has 5. Field goal attempts, I should say.
Field goal attempts indeed. Like I said, Jeff, he's got a green light. Idiart got called for the hold. DeLynn was there to assist. In my opinion, he rotated maybe a little bit late, but he was able to block Golden on that shot. But
I'm all into ball pressure, but I'm not sure I ball pressure Izzy Golden 35 feet away from the hoop.
I agree with that. Golden does have range, but I think Idiart could give him a step or two so that he doesn't get beat that far out.
Golden up and in for his first attempt. Folks, for almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon for your home, your vehicle, your business needs. Locally owned, family run. Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. 2-2 for Golden there on the free throws. Brings his first half total to 9. Idiart drives it into trouble. Schwenk's going to take it right into the lane and kicks it beautifully to Biddle. Skying rebound by Thompson. Stolwalter double teamed in backcourt. Let's see what Wright does with it. He's going to slow it down. Duckowitz. Again, Comets. A lot of pressure away from the hoop.
Pressure. They're going over the screens from nearly 30 feet out, Jeff. Silas Wright, thought Schwenk did a nice job
Nice.
Wow, and DeLynn rotated really well on that. He must have heard me say that he got on that rotation late last time because he was there just in time on this defensive possession.
Turnover on Idiart. Golden on the move now, right into Schwenk's chest. The referee that's 50 feet away avoids the other referees that are a little closer and calls the contact.
Schwenk was definitely on the move, but Golden initiated all of that contact in this broadcaster's opinion. And I think in Christian, whatever his last name's opinion is, because he was right there. Rasheed Wallace would say maybe the ball don't lie.
It's always tough in junior comets, Damien, when you have a reffing partner and the one that's way on the other end of the court makes the call and you're right there, and then the parents are kind of, having their way with you.
That's right.
Giving you
Just
their opinion.
try to walk to the other side of the court if you can.
Yeah. Golden up and in. 10 points now for Golden. 23-19, 2.5 left. Jacob Rucker into the game, passes it to Belen. Acree, Duckowitz, and Biddle join. High screen to Biddle. Biddle's going to take a 22-footer and drains that. The three-point shot is there for the Comets tonight.
Jeff, the Comets are shooting better at Ashland High School than any other gym I've seen them shoot in yet this year.
If they don't get complacent out there, you got to still move the ball.
That's six threes in the first half for the
Jacob
Comets.
Rucker with the steal, kicks it up to his running mate and DeLynn. So a steal by the center, number 33 at the top of the key by Rucker, and the assist.
I'm not sure Rucker ever actually got possession of that ball, but we'll credit him for the steal since he got the assist.
28-19 now. Golden comes up short. A white foul on Silas Wright as Rucker had his body on him, and a lot of body that is.
That's a blue-collar body.
Yes, it is.
He just got ruck-rolled.
Ruck-rolled.
Berlin says, I need somebody to pass it into.
Ashton Acree abides across half court with 1.5 minutes left. Comets with a 9-point lead here on the road in Midwestern League play. An important 4-game stretch here. DeLynn, skip past Duckowitz. Biddle now near the elbow, works on right. Rucker has an open look and says, yes, sir. The rim says, And Kyle Biddle going to the offensive boards. Foul, and that's going to mean a one-on-one on the other end.
Yeah, should have backed off on that one.
Silas Wright is 3 of 4 on his free throws so far this half. Silas is a good shooter. Yeah, I agree with you, Damien. Kyle Biddle is a really good rebounder. He's an aggressive rebounder, and sometimes that's a problem with good rebounders is being able to recognize when you don't have the rebound and you don't have position for it.
Golden misses that off the back iron, kicks out in Nogue's hands for another possession for Coach Sam Asofsky and the Grizzlies here. So here's Nogue's working his way to the left, stopped by Biddle. Golden gets the screen, works his way in, knocked out of his hands. It's going to stay Grizzlies' possession.
Nogue's passed on 2 shots in that possession, Jeff.
So we approach halftime here. We want to thank the Medford Parks and Rec. Stay tuned. We'll see if we can get a Comet girl here for the halftime interview here at Ashland High School. 45 seconds as Silas Wright has his first 3. Rims out. Very soft rims here at Ashland. But not friendly to the Grizzlies at home thus far. 28-19, 30 seconds to go. Acree gets a screen. He's going to fire away. Ooh. Up and in. Jason, he shoulder screen.
He's feeling it. Acree had a really nice game last Friday night, Jeff, and that might have given him some confidence he's really looking for this year. Biddle with some nice defense on Nogues. Nogues was determined to get a shot off. Kyle Biddle called for a foul, little hold by Christian.
12 seconds left here. 10th team foul on the Comets, only 4 on the Grizzlies. Foul trouble for the Comets is really Hunter Schwenk with 3. Nogues really carrying the workload here for field goal attempts.
He's
for
got
the Grizzlies.
6 points for his efforts. And number 7.
Make it 7. 12 seconds to go. Let's see what the Comets can do. 31-21 as DeLynn crosses half court. He gets it to Acree. Rucker out with 5 seconds.
Looks like, nope, maybe not.
Really a poor half court shot, but he gets it to go. Referees say yes.
Really
Ashland Acree with a heck of a first half. He drains the 3 at the buzzer. Referees are conferring. 3 points are already on the board, so it's good. Score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. The Comets 34, Grizzlies 21. We'll be right back.
It's the first of the month, and that means it's time for a new episode of Traffic Safety First. Hey everyone, I'm Officer Ashwill, and today we are going to discuss merging. This one is at the request of a Facebook follower, Michelle. You asked us to cover it, and we're happy to spread the word. This traffic law actually comes from one of the more simply stated Oregon revised statutes. ORS 811.285 for failure of merging driver to yield right-of-way states, a person commits the offense of failure of a merging driver to yield the right-of-way if the person is operating a vehicle that is entering a freeway or other arterial highway where an acceleration or merging lane is provided for the operator's use and the operator does not look out for and give right-of-way to vehicles on the freeway or other arterial highway. More simply put, this means if you are a driver trying to merge, you must let the drivers go first who are already in the lanes of traffic you are trying to merge into. It is not the job of drivers already on a freeway or highway to yield to mergers. Failure to abide by this traffic law could result in the driver receiving a Class B traffic violation, which carries a minimum fine of $265. And that sums up our episode over merging. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in October for another new episode. Hey everyone, I'm Officer Ashwill, and this is Traffic Safety First. Today we're going to cover a traffic issue that is a common cause of motor vehicle crashes, following too closely. Let's go. Following too closely is covered in ORS 811.485, and violation of this statute constitutes a Class B traffic violation, which carries a fine of $265. But what does following too closely mean? Although the statute itself is pretty self-explanatory, it specifically means driving a motor vehicle so as to follow another vehicle more closely than is reasonable and prudent, while taking into account the speed of other traffic and conditions of the road. It also specifies that trucks, commercial buses, or other motor vehicles towing another vehicle must specifically provide enough space between themselves and another such vehicle, so an overtaking vehicle may enter and occupy the space without danger. The same condition applies when vehicles are driving in a motorcade or a caravan. Now that we know what the law states, What's a good rule of thumb to go by to ensure you're driving far enough behind the person in front of you? It's a little difficult to have something that applies to everyone since all cars and drivers are different. However, you should ensure you have enough time to react and get your vehicle to stop without hitting the vehicle in front of you, should that driver have to stop suddenly for any reason. Something to keep in mind is if you're going about 25 miles an hour, you'll want to keep at least 1.5 car lengths between you and the vehicle in front of you. Driving closer than that will likely not give you enough reaction time to prevent a collision. Thanks for watching this episode on Following Too Closely. We'll be back next month with another new episode. Hey everyone, I'm Officer Ashwell, and this is Traffic Safety First. Today we're going to cover a traffic issue that is a common cause of motor vehicle crashes, following too closely. Let's go.
Ashland High School, Crater Comet boys are ahead by a score of 34-21 here at halftime. We've got about 5 minutes left to tip. We've got player of the game, Addison Grange, for Coach Scott Dipple's Crater girls. They're having a banner year, currently ranked number 6 in state. Addie, how are you? Good to see you.
Yeah.
We'll let these girls pass. A lot of congestion there down on the court, so good to see you.
Good to see you.
A lot of you don't know that Addison is my neighbor, lives right down the road from me. Addison, let's talk a little bit. So which high school do you go to at Crater High?
I go to Biz, yeah.
You go to Biz?
Yeah.
All right, and you're a junior, and you know a lot of teachers watch this broadcast, so can you give a shout out to a teacher?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my CSB teachers, Rogan and Miss Lee.
Mike Rogan and who? Miss Lee?
Yeah, Miss Lee.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
All right, what classes do they teach?
CSB.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Just business.
All right. And Addie, what other sports do you play at Crater High?
I also play soccer, and I'm going to be playing track this.
Whoa, hold on. That's near and dear to my heart. So first of all, soccer, that's a whole lot of running.
Yeah.
That's right. And then track, what type of events are you interested in?
Well, I'm going to do the relay with like Kate, Addie, and Sage, and then, I don't know, probably the 400.
Are you fast?
Yeah.
You must be. All right. So a lot of people don't know Jason, but Addie has a nickname. Do you know what it is?
Hurricane Brains.
Addison Hurricane Brains. So can you tell us the origination of that nickname? Who started that?
It started a very long time ago in AAU. It was probably 6th grade. I had like a crazy game, and we were all being very aggressive. We were playing against high school teams as like an 8th grade team for like AAU, and then it was a very close game, and I was working my butt off being aggressive, and then I got poked in the eye, and my eye started bleeding, so they were like, "Hurricane, don't poke the eye of the hurricane," or something like that. So I guess it just started because of how aggressive I was and how I had a motor, and I just kept running, so that's why.
Jason, don't poke the eye of the hurricane.
Don't poke the bear or the eye of Hurricane Brains. Got it.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, Addie is the 4th Brains we've had on as our player of the game. So I think Addie or us, one of us wins a prize for getting every Brains on at halftime at some point.
So Addison, the younger sister of, let me see if I can remember right, Mason Brains, Jaden Brains, and the one that doesn't ever talk to me or wave at me when he drives by my house, that's Colton Brains, and I'm going to get him to do that. But Addie certainly waves at me. Addie, tell me a little bit about your new pet at home.
My new pet is Zuni. Yeah, we just got a Maine Coon cat, and she has like 6 fingers on each foot instead of like 4. She's very clumsy. She cannot land on her feet. she's a goofball.
6 fingers rather than 4. That's cute. Hey, bringing it back a little bit, so Crater basketball.
Yeah.
So can you talk to me a little bit about your role on this team as we kind of enter into the end of the season and possible postseason for the Comets?
Yeah. So basically what I do is I play very aggressive defense. That's my specialty. I'm very good at face guarding and doing those kind of things. And then on offense, I just generate a lot of assists and I move the ball quickly and then I take my shots. So that's kind of my role. But we play really well together, so it like my team lets me be able to do my job, and we are just very good at working together. So yeah.
Well, Addie, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah.
Player of the game, halftime. The Common Girls coming off a big win against the Ashland girls, and good luck this Friday as you travel to North Eugene. This is Addison Grains, a junior at Crater High School. Thanks, Addie.
Nice job, Addie.
You do when you don't know the first step in applying for Social Security disability? It's easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever.
Hey, welcome back here to Ashland High School as the Comets have a 13-point lead heading into the third quarter because of that guy. That's junior Ashton Acree.
Very nice take from Acree there, Jeff. We've talked about it before. He's a guy, he prefers to go left, prefers to go to his right and finish with his left like he just did there. Marcus Idiard on the run now.
Starters for the Comets. That's Acree, Schwenk, Biddle, DeLynn, and Idiart. Pull up on the baseline for DeLynn. Can't get that to go. Sean Thompson on the rebound. Izzy Golden up and in for two, Jason, on the old-fashioned three-point possible play.
Izzy's crafty, Jeff. You know, he's not overly big, he's not overly athletic, but he was patient on that play. He's got a good handle on the ball, and he's pretty strong. Marcus Idiart kind of tried to cut him off by cutting under him on that layup and swiping at the ball.
He's too good a player to do that, too.
Yeah, he is.
Just got to let him score that.
He was able to finish his three-point play as a result.
Idiart in trouble, gets bailed out by his running mate, Biddle. Acree now with 15. Dribbles, passes to Biddle, baseline between his legs, into Schwenk. Schwenk with a nice pass up and into Biddle, can't fit me. Beautiful pass by the senior Schwenk.
Hunter Schwenk is a really good passer from the interior, Jeff. We've seen that from him now in a few games.
Here's Nogase. He goes up and in for two, so a quick 5 points for Coach Sam Osowski compared to 2 for the Comets, 36-26 now. I think you were talking about that in the first half, Jason, is getting that ball inside to Schwenk or another post rucker, who are both good passers. Biddle up and in, strong for the rebound, gets blocked by Wright. He's going to go up again. This time he draws contact as a young sophomore.
Glad he didn't give up on that one.
Yeah, Biddle's relentless in there. He's really, he's got a motor, and he just keeps going after it. And I love what I love about that particular play is, first he gets the rebound. Offensive rebounds, wonderful. He goes up, the much bigger Silas Wright blocks him, but he sticks with it. You know, a lot of guys, once they get blocked like that, they become tentative, but he still kept going after the basket and got rewarded with the foul.
You got a feeling that all these free throws are going to be important, Damien, as we work our way closer to the fourth quarter.
Every point is when you're on the road.
That one's up and in, so 1 of 2 for Biddle. Comets with 3.
Don't foul there, big man.
That's 6 points for Biddle.
Thompson gets a step on DeLynn, kicks it high off the glass. Rebound by Schwenk. DeLynn now working on Nogase. Bounce pass to Acree. Hard to the
went down
floor.
hard.
Rucker helps him up. Can't get it to go. Izzy Golden, possible steps, tipped away by Biddle.
Very nice defense from Biddle. He came out, picked up Golden, kept him from getting that transition three, and then he stayed in the passing lane when Golden tried to dump it off to Stowasser.
You've just seen these underclassmen just develop so nicely for Crater.
Really, it's like you're watching it just happen through the season before our eyes. Nice defense from Ashton Acree there on Golden.
Thompson back into the lane, back out to Golden, an open look, contested by Acree. A long rebound goes in the hands of Nogase.
Long shots usually end up long rebounds.
Stowasser in, drives to Golden beautifully. 3-point shot up and in. It's all made possible by Stowasser.
Whoever's assignment is to watch Golden has to stay on him.
Yeah, you got to stay home with them.
Agree with that.
Golden's got 15 points to lead all scores. 16 points. But you just got to stay home with them.
Yeah, at any level of basketball, you can tell who the scorers are and who's not. Stowalser, a fine point guard, but much less field goal attempts, so you just got to let him have that lane and see what happens. Rather than the help D.
Like I said, Jeff, he's not overly athletic. He's not going to be getting to the rim. I mean, he's crafty. He does a fine job when he gets his defender on their hip, but he's not going to, elevate above people.
Rucker with Delin, an awkward shot.
Yeah, Delin just kind of looked like he had a hard time securing the ball.
Here's Sean Thompson. Rucker tipped out. He's everywhere. 3 fouls now on the Grizzlies this half, 1 on the Comets. Speaking of 3 fouls, Sean Thompson picks up his 3rd there. 4:59 left, 3rd quarter.
Surprised Ashland's not going down low. There's such a height difference between Rucker and
Beautiful. Golden really taking over the game again, and we saw that a little bit in the second quarter as the Grizzlies mounted a comeback. At the end of the first quarter.
Biddle, jab step, works his way to the right, pivots out. He needs to get out of the lane. He does. Screen and roll. Rucker to Delin. Into the hands of Rucker. Acree will drive in with his right. Over.
Don't foul.
Silas right. No good. Grizzlies have closed the gap. 37-31.
He's kind of forced to his right with his right hand on that, and he just finishes better with his left.
The tide is turned here, folks, with 4 minutes left here, 3rd quarter. That foul is going to be on Acree.
Look at that welt on his shoulder. What is that?
Foul's on Hunter Schwenk.
One of those compression things.
Oh, okay, I was going to say.
Yeah, he's got them all over his arms and shoulders.
Okay. Little cupping or something? What is that called?
Yeah.
Got blood, or what are they trying to clean up?
I'm not sure what it's about, to be honest.
Hunter Schwenk and all that melee picks up his 4th foul, a pivotal foul here halfway through the 3rd quarter.
Huge foul for the Comets. They cannot afford to have Schwenk sitting much of this half, and still has a quarter and a half to go in this game.
Easy Golden hot hand up and out. 2 Comets can't come up with the board. That's up and in by Sean Thompson. And all of a sudden we've got a ball game. 37-34. Comets 3:50, 3rd quarter.
The crowd can really sense the momentum shifting in the Grizzlies' favor.
Jacob Rucker with an illegal screen on top of the lane. Turnover right back to the Grizzly. Momentum in high school basketball is unbelievable.
The Grizzlies' faithful student body section really coming alive. We haven't heard much from them since early in the first quarter, but they can feel something happening for their hometown Grizzlies tonight.
Jacob Rucker with his 2nd foul into the game. Scott Price, a senior, wearing 21. Seeing just his 2nd minute of action this season. He had a broken wrist earlier, folks. See if they can get him into game shape. Silas right, pump fake, works his way in. And a block as somebody went down hard, and that's Kyle Biddle.
Kyle Biddle went up to contest that shot. He got elbowed in the face, and I think he's bleeding.
Biddle right to the line, shooting 2.
Biddle quickly off the floor. Got a cloth around his nose. So he took a shot from Silas Wright, attempting a player control foul. I'm not quite sure if it's a bloody nose. We'll see. We've got some blood on the floor here as the crew comes out and cleans it up here. So let's reset this here, Jason, a little bit. 37-34 Comets here, 3.5 left, 3rd quarter. Leading scorer.
Izzy Golden has
18
points, yep. And He's been doing a lot of the damage kind of with that mid-range game, which he's very good at. The Comets yet to kind of find an answer for him. Ashton Acree came out and did what he was doing in the first half with that early layup, but the Comets haven't really answered offensively, and defensively they're allowing the Grizzlies to get the shots they're wanting right now.
Into the game for Biddle is Cody Duckowitz. As Biddle says, similar to Ben Stiller in dodgeball, nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Silas Wright's going to get a couple. I thought he was going to go up and try to dunk that, and he came very close.
He sure did. Silas Wright, an interesting player, Jeff. Recent offer from Lane Community College, so he's getting some looks at the next level.
Nice rotation for the senior, 6'7". Open in, draws the lead down to 1 now as the Grizzlies claw their way back here in the third quarter. Idiart, Duckowitz, Delin, Price, and Acree. Coach Brian Scott's applauding his team, trying to get some momentum going as they turn it over there in a valuable possession. See if the Grizzlies can take the lead. It's been a while for them, early first quarter. Players are really spread out now as Comets have extended their man-to-man defense. Nogues gets in trouble, kicks it to Stowasser, an infrequent three, and the senior drains it.
Stowasser's first points of the night were huge, Jeff, as it gives Ashland their first lead since early in the game.
All Grizzlies here in the third quarter. Comets with just 5 points. Idiart has a look. Duckowitz has a look. Scott Price has a look, and he'll take it for his first 2 points of the season. Knotted at 39.
They needed that one.
Nice passing from the Comets, going from good shots to better shots.
Off the foot of Stowasser onto the floor of Duckowitz. That's going to be a jump ball. Damian, they're not going to give you the timeout.
The timeout.
Sorry.
They looked at him.
I got to be a little careful.
Which team he was calling it for.
I saw Coach Scott looking at it, but he didn't pull the trigger. We're so close to their benches.
That could have been Coach Scott that we heard yell.
Let's say it was.
So Stowasser, who just jamed that 22-foot three-point shot, has an open lane, still pulls up. Again, loves the possession game versus the offensive shots for Stowasser. Here's the guy that likes the shots, and that's Izzy Golden. Again, he gets Marcus Idiart on his hip. And the foul, that'll be the 15th foul on the Comets, 3rd on Idiart.
The Comets have played really aggressive defense tonight, but they have gotten themselves in a bit of foul trouble as a result.
Idiart with 3 will have a break into the game for the first time tonight as Cooper Hawkins had a really nice game last Friday night against the Springfield Millers. Into right, Price guarding him. Good defense, good rebound by Duckowitz.
Cooper Hopkins is a bit of a defensive specialist too, Jeff, and so he might be a good one to defend Silas, or excuse me, not Silas, but Izzy Golden.
Price and Delenn working their way outside. Here's Acree with a long 3. Catches a little bit of the 10, but not much. 39-39, a minute 30 left here, third quarter. Full court press, man-to-man of nature by the Comets.
As I was mentioning, Hopkins a good defender. He's very quick, he's aggressive, and he's about Izzy Golden's size. Golden might have him a little bit pound for pound, but Hopkins is quick.
Here they are matched up right in front of us, number 2 against number 23. Golden has a lane, left hand, he's open now. It's going to be a foul on Hawkins. That's the problem with picking him up 40 feet away from the basket. I don't understand that. But a lot of coaches like that ball pressure. But a senior guard like that who does not turn the ball over, I'm not quite sure what it does.
Well, especially look at the foul situation. We're going to be in the bonus the whole quarter.
First foul on Hawkins. Comets have Price, Hawkins, Duckowitz, DeLynn, and Acree on the court. Grizzlies have Thompson, Stowalser, Golden, who hits his two, Lenertz, and Nogues. So Silas Wright, the 6'7" senior center, is having a break. DeLynn, who is hot in the first half with a couple of threes. Here's Scott Price, first three attempt of the season. He's 2 of 2 on the year, Jason. So 5 quick points for Scott Price.
Scott Price is as if he hasn't missed a beat, huh?
What a big addition and lift that is heading into the fourth quarter. So Scott Price. Here's Stowalser up and in. Over DeLynn. Back and forth we go. 43-42 Grizzlies. 50 seconds left to go. Third quarter. Grizzlies still in the man-to-man. DeLynn likes that shot. Off the back iron. Battled by Thompson and Price. Stowalser now double teamed in the backcourt. Keeps his dribble smartly. Up to Thompson, ripped away by DeLynn into the hands of Hawkins. Here's Price now alone. DeLynn down to Duckowitz. Draws contact, a block by Lenertz. It's going to stay Comet. It's not going to stay Comet basketball.
Kyle Biddle back in for Duckowitz. So Biddle has stopped bleeding his own blood.
19 seconds left here. A 1-point lead as we close out the third quarter. Here's Hawkins and Golden going at it. Screen from Stowalser. Still goes to his left with an open lane. Bumped by Biddle. Maybe the proper call as Golden went down. Again.
Yep.
Broken record here. I'm not sure why the pressure with that spread out offense, Jason. He gets a lane every time.
He does. And with this amount of time left on the clock,
pack it in.
I can't explain it. Yeah, pack it in. Make a, I mean, Golden, he's got
just
range,
stay in front of him. That's it.
There's no reason to guard him from 35 feet.
Ball in and out. Scrum on the floor. Here's Price, picks it up.
Foul!
He did not know how much time was left.
He got clipped on the head.
And he got fouled.
But no call. But nonetheless.
Well, so the Comet bench is saying they hit the ball. I'm thinking he's either taken 3 free throws. Nope. The official said that's Ashland ball.
1.8 seconds left here as Nogues is going to take it out. He's going to throw it way down court. A push off by Lenertz. No call. That's like
that would have been pass interference.
Right.
Scott Price, the receiver, he knows that.
I thought maybe we might see a yellow flag, but then I said maybe
that was a two-handed shove in the back.
Ty DeLynn nearly breaks the backboard here at Ashland High School. The score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: the Ashland Grizzlies 43, Crater Comets 42. Stick with us. We got the fourth quarter coming up.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Any time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our families at their worst time. Pre-planning also alleviates their stress, knowing the funeral costs are already taken care of. And it allows your service to be more meaningful, with all of your wishes being taken care of. Call us today for personalized assistance in creating your own plan. Conger Morris, we'll always be there.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Hey, and welcome back here. Fourth quarter action, Midwestern League. Comets and Grizzlies getting after it.
Boy, this game was everything we were hoping it would be, Jeff.
Absolutely. Starters for the Comets fourth quarter is Hawkins, Price, Acree, DeLynn, and Biddle. That's going to be too much arms and body by Thompson. That'll be his fourth, so he'll have to be a little careful here early fourth quarter. Quick substitution, Lenertz for Thompson. Back into action, Silas Wright picking up Biddle. Senior against sophomore, Price to Biddle. DeLynn has a shot he likes. Ball on the floor, let's see who gets down. Izzy Golden does and quickly shoots up. Nice in pass to Silas Wright and a body check, kind of like WWF. Boy, it's been a while since I've watched that. But Silas Wright at 6'7" and Scott Price at 6'2" going at it.
I think Christian actually made the right call. There was no reason for that to go all the way to the jump ball wrestle. Silas Wright shuffled his feet just as he caught the ball.
And he was carrying him around like a sack of potatoes there for a second. Nonetheless, Comets get that call. 7:20 left fourth quarter. Acree to Biddle. Back to Acree in the corner. Acree drives. Kind of a Euro step, I think, if you call that. Up and in for two.
Beautiful.
That was very nice. And he finished that one with his right hand.
His first 2 points of the second half brings him to 17 now. High score for the Comets. Golden, the high score for the Grizzlies with 20. Walter, here's Golden.
Nice defense on the guard.
Good defense by Cooper Hopkins. A little bit of a reach by Scott Price. I think if I'm Scott Price, I'm going to go ahead and front that. If Silas Wright gets that low on the block, go ahead and front him. You've got a little bit of backside help. But Wright is so much bigger than any of the Comets that I think he's just too dangerous that low on the block.
Friendly roll for Wright.
That is only Silas Wright's 5th point tonight, Jeff. Kind of a quiet night for him.
Up and in, both for Silas. 6.5 left fourth quarter. Hawkins now guarded by Golden. Has a cutting Acree. Price. Good ball movement here by the Comets. DeLynn works his way to the free throw line, takes a long step, can't get that to go around Lenertz. Golden, here's Nogues, shuffles his feet, no call, too much body, Biddle.
What's that on him? Number 3?
Well, the Comets are in foul trouble. They're about in the double bonus. Both halves, they've gotten well into the bonus, and it's affecting their ability to defend down low, especially with the big guys getting themselves in foul trouble.
It's hard to break, too, when you're always at the line.
Yep.
Nogues can't get that to go. Battle for the rebound between Lenertz and Biddle. Won by Acree. Here's DeLynn. Got a man out, that's Biddle, he drives in, he's determined, and he gets the call as Silas Wright and Lenertz had him pinched.
It's pretty good defense, actually.
Two shots for Kyle Biddle.
So Jeff, you mentioned it earlier, these free throws are going to be crucial for these Crater Comets. They're not getting as many at the line as the Grizzlies have. Biddle missed the front end, which is what he did last time he went to the line, and then he hit his second shot.
Biddle can't get that to go either. 0 of 2 from the line 46-44. Stowalser bothered full court here by Acree. Comets determined to have ball pressure and have the Grizzlies blow by them. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it was happening again right there. Acree was clear out on him. Wow. A late call, but I don't think it was a wrong call as Leonard drove baseline, got Acree in the air, and then switched over to his left hand. Kind of a nifty move. Wasn't able to finish it, but he got a foul. He's at the line.
Lenertz up and in with his first. Today's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from Pinnacle 365. Use your peak rewards to save on gas on the way to Fresh Powder here in Mount Ashland. Both up and in by Lenertz. 48-44 now, a 4-point spread by the Grizzlies. Timeout wanted by Coach Brian Scott and granted. We're going to take a timeout. 48-44 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll be right back here on Table Rock Sports.
Dear Dad, today was hard. You know how much I love you, and you know how much I love sports. I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love to play, and I love my team. I want us both to enjoy the game, win or lose. But we can't if you always lose your temper. I hope you can cheer for me and the other players. It's about more than just the score. It's about us all enjoying the experience. I hope you can join me for my next game. I really want you to be there. Love, Katie. Dear Dad.
And welcome back after a full timeout from Coach Brian Scott. Find themselves down 48-44. Inbounds pass to Hunter Schwank. Ball knocked out of DeLynne's hands. Back around Biddle this time. Gets it. Contact from Silas Wright. 2 free throws again for the sophomore.
Kyle needs to take his time, bend his knees, breathe here, collect himself. These are important free throws.
That's good advice, Damian. Free throws a lot of times they're about just getting that consistency. Do the same thing every time.
Slow down.
Yep. That's what Ashton Acree just told him to do.
Encouragement from both his running mate as well as his head coach and Brian Scott. Up for his second, can't get that to go. So 0-4 from the line for Biddle. 4 important free throws. We'll see how that plays out. 5.5 left here, fourth quarter. Stowalser, again, picked up full court. Good dribbler, 3-year letterman. Good ball movement here by the Grizzlies in the hand of Golden. Golden with 20. Here's Nogues, thinks about it. He drives in. Wright will take the 12-footer. Gets that to go. Again, the penetration inside on the easy drive kicks it to the shooter in Silas Wright this time. 50-44, 6-point spread.
This is a perfect example of how in the Midwest Conference it is hard to win on the road.
Yep, that's a good point, Damian. So unbiased observing opinion here, and even though he is getting himself to the line, I'm afraid Ty DeLynne is just trying to do a little bit too much on his own right now. You know, he's trying to get those difficult driving shots, and the Comets are struggling from the free throw line this quarter.
They had the hot hand the first half, and now they can't get a free throw to fall.
It has gone cold. Tale of 2 halves.
50-44 here, fourth quarter, still plenty of action. Golden to Stowalser. Wright picked up by Schwenk. A nice cut by Nogues. It's going to be an easy 2. As he pump fake, and Biddle went for that.
So now you're seeing the Grizzlies kind of calming down and taking their time, passing the ball around on offense. and getting good shots.
Timeout on the floor. John L. Scott scoreboard reads Grizzlies 52 and the Comets 44. We'll be right back here with 4:23 left, fourth quarter.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Fuel up for your race day adventures with Pinnacle 365. Pit for your early morning caffeine fix to help you get off to a good start and be rewarded with free motivation. Stay hydrated as you ride into Turn 2. And if fountain drinks are your thing, get your 6th free. Add Crunch to your lunch as you head into Turn 3. Fuel up for the remainder of the race with your Peak Rewards app and save at least 16 cents a gallon. Your daily journey to the winner's circle starts at Pinnacle 365.
Perfect timing, Damien. Thank you for bringing us back. Glad to hear from our great sponsors here on Table Rock Sports. Comets with the ball, 4.5 left here, fourth quarter. Into the game is Scott Price. His first game of the season as he's coming off a broken wrist he had in football. He sustained it on the game just before the last. There's a free safety and a wide receiver on the gridiron. Delin with the pass down to Price. That's going to be a push. And Price is going to find himself at the line. So for his first couple free throws, what are we going to see here, Jason? I would be nervous as heck.
Please
you know what? I got to tell you, though, I don't think Price gets nervous. He's a receiver. Yeah, he's just, I think he's a clutch guy. So he's a good shooter. And I'm just not sure stuff bothers him. We'll see if I'm right. Maybe it does.
That's the 8th team foul on the Grizzlies. The Comets are 0 for
7.
The Grizzlies just need to keep fouling them.
0 for 7 in the last, at least the last 7 free throws. I'm not sure if it's the entire fourth quarter.
It's a good, great game plan so far.
Comets really have no choice now other than the ball pressure out. Here's Lenertz as they work the ball around. He's going to drive easily into the lane. Up and in for 2, right around Scott Price. That lane is wide open. No help from the Comets. Comets need to score. There's a pass down to Hunter Schlenks from Delin, and a very nice pass. That is something that's been needed for a long
assist.
time.
We haven't seen any assists for a while, Jeff.
Let's go ahead and keep it right here, Damien. Is that all right?
That's great for me.
54-46, 3:17 left, fourth quarter. Jason, a lot of time left, so if I'm Coach Brian Scott on the defensive end, what do I want here?
Well, one of the problems that the Comets have been having, I think, is so far they've been pressuring the ball clear out at the half-court line, but now the Grizzlies aren't in any hurry, Jeff, so they're going to spread it out. The Comets have to come out and defend. They got to try and get a 5-second call. The Grizzlies have been really patient, though, and more importantly, they are really beating the Comets from the free throw line this quarter. So, it's got to be just good, hard-nosed defense. You got to jump those passing lanes, try and get a steal, but you got to force the Grizzlies to beat you from the free throw line.
Okay.
And the flip side of that, if you're a Grizzly, is stay calm and look for the good passes like they have been. So there's one effort to jump the pass.
3-on-1 break for the Grizzlies. Lenertz can't get it to go. Just what the Comets ordered as Price throws it to Acree. Nearly loses it. Acree now double teamed in the corner, and he tries to throw it off Lenertz, but he steps on the out-of-bounds line. Holy smokes. Tough turnover.
I think, I'm not sure what happened over there from my vantage point. Acree would have been well served to either call a timeout or try and throw it off a Grizzly. He tried to draw some contact, and Christian was just right there for it.
Comets with 1 timeout left, Grizzlies with 5. Noguez works his way right into the lane, weaves in and out for 2 points. 10-point spread now for the Grizzlies. Delin with an open 3 says, not yet, not yet. Full court pressure here by the Comets. Idiart doesn't want to foul Golden. Good choice. Nogues surprised that he didn't want to take that.
Fought every urge he had to shoot, not shoot that.
Right now, these are 5 seniors on the floor for the Grizzlies. They've been in this pressure situation before. Again, went to the state finals last year at Gill Coliseum. Here's a breakaway by Scott Price. He's going to go up and in for 2.
Wow.
Could have gotten an and one on that one.
So Scott Price come out of nowhere to give valuable minutes to the Comets now. Down just 5, 56-51, 150.
So here's where you got to try and get that 5-second call. Ashton Acree's got to stay close. Ty DeLin's got to stay close.
They're not counting.
I don't see him counting.
If there's a right call at a foul, I'd say that it would be Lenertz if you're Coach Brian Scott. He's a substitute and has played less minutes than the other starters for the Grizzlies.
I would agree with you, Jeff. I look at the other 4 seniors on this team, and I think Lenertz is the guy to foul. Although the way the Grizzlies have been shooting, I'm not sure there's a guy to foul in this gym.
Nope, they're making everything.
Up and in for Lenertz. He has 5. That lay-in for Scott Price. Valuable minutes and points for Coach Scott. 7 points for Scott Price, first game back. Leonard kicks 2. Coach Sam Osowski wants a 30-second timeout. We'll do the same. 58-51, fourth quarter, 1:40 left. We'll be right back. Table Rock Sports.
The days grow long, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
This is Jake. He's a serious cyclist training for his next race. Each morning, Jake takes his bike on the bus to work. By not owning a car, Jake is saving nearly $1,000 a month in gas, car payments, insurance, and repair. The money he saves allows him to participate in the Race for a Cure for breast cancer. With every ride he takes, he's 1 mile closer to crossing the finish line on behalf of his mom. Way to go, Jake.
30-second timeout from Coach Sam Osowski, educator here at Ashland High, former SOU player, also College of the Redwoods.
Living legend walking up right now, Doc. Sorry.
The Doc's in the gym. Doc has refereed every player out there on the court right now at some point in time.
Here, Coach Sam Osowski pleading his case with the referees. He just wants the same treatment on the other end of the court.
Isn't that what we all want?
Yes. I think he's getting it, to be quite honest with you.
To look at the foul differential, I would say he's doing okay.
We still have a ball game here, fellas. 58-52, a minute 33 left now. Acree with his second. We're going to see some full court pressure with some trapping by the Comets after this free throw.
What they're going to have to do, though, is not give up easy layups, because their full court press on occasion this year has led to easy layups on the other end.
Hawkins alone gets it to Lenertz. Lenertz double team, kicks it to Nogues. Thinks about it, pulls it back out. He down to his floor. Timeout granted by Coach Sam Osowski as Nogues went down on his back end. Minute 16 left here. 30-second timeout.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one. Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play.
And welcome back. Fourth quarter. Nearing the end of this one here, folks. Jeff Lang alongside Damian Idiart and Jason Brewster. 58-53. An important possession here. A minute 16 left. Ball is inbounded backcourt to Stowalter, hounded by Acree. Minute 10 now. Golden and Hawkins. Tapped away by Hawkins, picked back up by Golden, and near steal.
They're not getting any 5-second counts. I don't see any of the officials starting the count when the Comets are defending closely.
We got a foul.
There's no choice at this point.
Double teamed and fouled by.
Looked like they were waiting for Lenertz to get the ball. See if he can continue his 100% free throw shooting.
Lenertz with 6 points tonight. 4-4 at the free throw line. 48 seconds left here.
I think Coach Osofsky's wise to this. I think he probably has his best free throw shooters in the game.
Lenertz up and no good, but battle for the rebound. So Lenertz comes away with 1 of 2. Comets get the ball back with 46 seconds left.
So Ty Delenn, Ashton Acree, Marcus Idiart. We've got some free throw shooters out there for the Comets. Excuse me, some three-point shooters. Scott Price has knocked one down. Need to get shots up. Ty Delenn gets his shot up. Scott Price with the rebound, passes it to Izzy Golden.
If that had gone down, watch out.
Ball game.
Golden now with 20, really the catalyst there in that third quarter and second for the Grizzlies and Coach Sam Osofsky. Grizzlies look to run their league record to 5-3, tied for second in the Midwestern League behind North Eugene. Speaking of North Eugene, the Comets will be traveling there this Friday night. We plan to have that here on Table Rock Sports for you this Friday night, again 7 p.m. from the Highlanders Gym, home of Danny Ainge.
That's right. Hall of Famer Danny Ainge.
Oh,
Silas Wright with another big offensive board. He almost got the offensive rebound on the last Grizzly miss.
Can't make free throws, can't block out free throws.
Yeah, that's the Comets are going to look back at this fourth quarter in particular and see some mistakes made that are going to be really obvious that could have changed this game.
You just can't have that happen in this time of the season.
Yep.
Scott Price on the foul. Lenertz back at the line. 23 seconds left. So Comets will travel Friday up to North Eugene. Next week they will host the Churchill Lancers at home. And following that, I know they'll hit the road as well next week against Eagle Point. It's really a log jam in between the second and the fifth place position in the Midwestern League here.
Yes, indeed.
61-53 here, fourth quarter. Marcus Idiart with a three-point shot. Can't get that to go. Ty Delenn with another one. Can't get that to go. Into the hands of Nogues. So some final free throws here for the Comets, or excuse me, for the Grizzlies. And Coach Sam Osofsky. Nogues up and in. It looks like the Comets overall are going to split here in Ashland on the road as the girls take care of business in the earlier game, and the boys really a good first half. Up by what, 11 or 12 at halftime.
Yep,
and then
nice first half. Crater really won the first half, and Ashland definitely won the second half.
Turnover here on Acree late with 3 seconds left. Silas Wright's just going to run it out. And that'll do it. Hey, we'd like to thank you for watching tonight's live streaming action. We'd like to thank Ashland High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. Special thanks to head coaches Sam Osofsky and Brian Scott. Our next Table Rock production will be this Friday as the Comets travel up to North Eugene. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, the Ashland Grizzlies 63, the Comets 53. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Damian Idiart, Jason Brewster, I'm Jeff Lang saying thanks for watching and good night from Ashland High School.